Hey y'all, welcome to or welcome back to Dave's Tech Way, whichever way the situation may be. Today's video we're going to do a little bit of a parts list. I'm going to break this one into 3 different sections. It is another eBay build that I did. I got some of the parts off of eBay. Most of them ended up being new. I'm going to do it in 3 parts because I wanted to put an Intel how-to on the channel. And my how-to videos on how to build a computer, they usually run quite long. You know, they're usually a half hour thereabouts, or even better than a half hour, 45 minutes some of them. So I don't want to make one video too long, so I'm going to break this one up into 3 different sections. I'm going to do this one, which is going to give you a rundown of the parts and the money that I saved on the parts, compared to what you'd have in if you bought everything new. Then I'm going to do another video that has the build assembly itself that shows you how to build the Intel system. And then the final one, the part 3 of it, I'll come back and show you the performance I got out of it. So stay tuned, and we'll get down to what I paid for these parts and what they're worth new, and how much I saved on this build, and how much you could save too. I'll be right back. Alright guys, for the case in this build, we're going to go back to the Cooler Master Q300L case. I know in my previous videos I said this was a $50 case. It was actually $43.98. I did buy this new. This ain't a used case. I couldn't find no good deals on used cases, and I'm trying to keep the price down on these builds. So, and for the price, it's a pretty good case, which I added a few extra fans to this one, but we'll get into that here in a minute. Alright guys, and for the storage, like the last build I did, we're going with the Kingston 240 gig A400 SSDs, 2.5 inch drive, SATA 3, so 6 gigabytes per second. You buy them new for $29.99, which both of my drives I'm putting into this build is new. And then my hard drive is a Western Digital 1 terabyte 7200 RPM drive there on the left. It was $49.99. Both of them units are new that's going in this build. Alright guys, like I said in the other video where I did use this CPU, the i5-6400, this is the second one that I won off of eBay. If I'm not mistaken, I paid $110 for that other one. This one here with shipping and everything was $99.79, so I did a little bit better on this one than I did that first 6400 I had. And they still retail for $189. Just like the other i5-6400 I won on eBay, it didn't come with a heatsink. So I went on Amazon and ordered this Intel heatsink. I paid $7.75 for it. And it didn't add into the new price because you wouldn't need this if you bought the new CPU. So even with including the heatsink, I still only have about $107 and the heatsink and processor. But if you bought the processor new, it was $189. So I still saved 80 some bucks on that, so that ain't too bad. Here's the motherboard that I got for this build. I kind of did a bad thing on this one. This is the MSI B150M Bazooka motherboard. After I paid for this motherboard and paid for the shipping on it, I paid $161.11 for this. And I couldn't find them new. I found a refurbished one for 60 bucks. So I'd have been better off to get the refurbished one than the used one. Yeah, it is what it is, and that's one of the chances you take when you buy used parts off of eBay, unless you're looking at the listing and you have time to go and see what they're going for new at the time. This happens from time to time. You end up spending a little bit more on the parts than what you should have. Alright guys, here's the graphics card we're going to go into this build. We got the EVGA GeForce GTX 660 6 gigabit card. I know you've seen me put this in that Ryzen 1400 build, if you've seen that video. For some reason, this motherboard would not accept that RX 580 that I had. It would not recognize it. It recognizes the 580 I got in my system. It recognizes the 470 I've got that has a bad BIOS on it, and it accepted that one, and it recognized it, but it would not accept that Asus dual 580 that I had. So I ended up putting that 580 into the AMD build, and I pulled this one out of the AMD build to put into this system. 1066 gig is still great for 1080p gaming. It's right on par with the same performance of an RX 580. This card here, I paid $142.50. That was with shipping and everything. To buy it new, it is the overclocked version of it. To buy it new, it's $309.99. Alright guys, just like you see in my other videos, it's on my budget builds. This here is the EVGA 450 BT power supply. It is 80 plus bronze rated. And I've been running systems on this power supply with this kind of configuration for a while now. And I've had no problems. That 450 watts is more than enough to push it. This is also a new unit. I paid $44.05 for the power supply. Of course, that's the new price, so it's the same on both lists. And here we got 5 RGB fans. They're a little bit of a cheaper brand. They're an upHere, which they've had pretty good reviews on Amazon, so I'm going to give them a try. This case only comes with one fan. I know in my other videos, I said the airflow should be pretty good in this case. Gamer's Nexus, he actually did an airflow quality on this case, and they found out that the airflow ain't so good on it because there's more metal than there is holes in the front. Of course, I believe he was using the 500L, the Q500L instead of 300L, which puts the power supply in the front, which would block a lot of the intake. But, the first system I built in this case, I didn't have no problem with the temperatures. But I'm going to go ahead and beef it up a little bit. I'm going to use 2 in the front of the case for intakes. I'm going to use 2 on the top for exhaust and the 1 in the back for exhaust. And I'm going to see if that does any better than what the original build did as far as temperatures go. Alright guys, so this kit of fans, like I said, it throws the RGB into the case. It's also going to put air through the case that's needed. These upHere Wireless RGB LED 120 case fans, there's 5 of them with the remote. They're $29.97, and that was the new price on them. So I put that on both sides of the spreadsheet. Alright guys, here's the RAM that we got into the system that's going to go into it. It's Patriot Viper Elite 8 gigs, 2 4x2, 4 gig sticks, 288 pins. It runs at 2666 speeds, which is fine for Intel because it don't benefit a whole lot more from faster memory like AMD does. And this is also a new kit. I bought the RAM for $43.44, and it's $43.44 on the new side as well because I did buy it new. Alright all, now since I showed you the parts that was going into it and I kind of went down over the prices, I'm going to show you my spreadsheet the way I got it set up here, just like in my other videos. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the prices, that what I paid for them and what I saved, and if you could probably do better than this. Alright guys, here's my spreadsheet I got. Like I said earlier, the i5 6400, I paid $99.79 for it. It retails for $189. Also got the Intel heatsink down here for $7.75. So add them two together and you're looking at about $107 for a $189 processor. The Bazooka B150 motherboard from MSI, I actually did a little bad on that. I spent $1.11 more than what I would have if I'd got the refurb, like I mentioned earlier. The Cooler Master Q300L case, I paid retail for it. I bought it new. The power supply and the 2 storage drives I bought new. So it's $44.05 for the power supply, it's $29 for the SSD, and $49 for the 1 terabyte hard drive there. The RAM, I bought it new, $43.44. The 1060, I didn't put it there, but it is the 6 gig, and it is the overclocked version of that cord. I paid $142.50. That was with shipping, and to buy it new, you pay $309.99 for it. The upHere RGB case fans that I bought was $29.97. I put that on both sides of the list. I done discussed the heatsink with you. Windows 10 Pro, I got it from a website for $15.57. If you buy it new, it would be $120, which I ain't going to add that into the price actually. But total it all up, I got $568.14 into this build. That's what I paid for everything, excluding the Windows 10 Pro license key, because a lot of people go to these these websites and get them and pay at $16, $17 for a Windows Pro instead of buying new. So I'm going to knock that off the price there. So you're looking at $800 worth of parts, $800.41 worth of parts. So you're looking at a savings of roughly $232.27 on this one. I didn't do quite as good on this one. I didn't quite save as much on this one as I did in the previous two. and that happens from time to time. I'm going, like I said, you know, I'm going to put the build together and I'm going to run it for a while. If I can't sell it as a complete system, I'll tear it apart and try to sell the parts out of it, which I've been thinking about doing that anyways, but I'll sell the parts out of it for a little bit of a markup on them compared to what I got in them. So, like I said, you know, I've been thinking about doing that anyways because the used market around this area that I live in ain't very good. You know, I think I could probably take some of these parts I'm winning off of eBay and sell them locally and make some money off of them. But yeah, guys, that's about what you're looking at. You know, I'm looking at about $230 savings on this thing. You know, if I can sell it for $50, $75 profit, I'm doing pretty good. Because a lot of the parts are new, and it's hard to sell a computer that you build out new parts and make any money on unless someone actually contacts you about doing it ahead of time. You know, you're gonna buy new parts, put them together, it's kind of hard to sell them for any kind of profit. But yeah, I didn't do quite as good as I wish I would have, or as good as I did in the last two. But I think I'll do all right with it, one way or the other. I'll make a little bit of pocket change off of it. Let me know what you think about this format, breaking it down into 3 different sections. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm doing it like this because I want to do a how-to on the Intel, which is the same thing as AMD, just the socket's a little different and the air cooler's a little different. But rather than that, you know, the power supply goes in the same way, the drives go in the same way, the RAM goes in the same way, the graphics card goes in the same way. But I don't have a how-to build an Intel system on the channel, and I want to put one up there for y'all. And if you want to see the build coming up on this thing, you want to see the results, you know, once they get it built and get it benchmarked, you know, you want to see them results, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified when them videos come out. And with that being said, if you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to give me a thumbs up on your way out. If you didn't like what you saw here, you know, hit that dislike button or that comment section. I do read all the comments. I try to get back to the ones that I can. I am a little limited on time, but I try my best to get back to them. And if you really liked what you saw here today, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I'm also, like I said in my other videos, you know, I'm trying to get into Twitter and Instagram a little bit more. I've been trying to. I haven't been doing a very good job of it, but I'm trying to get more posted on them too. But with all that being said, you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.